Fran, you are in the top three agents at North Group for first quarter. Congratulations.
Yeah.
So, talk to me a little bit about what you're attributing that to, how you kind of structured your business and where your business is coming from, that you've been able to put yourself in that ranking.
Yeah, so for sure. We had advance, and it was a great tool in helping me figure out get down to my business, what my sales pillars are and what I would be successful at in terms of, and it really helped me clearly define that social media was where I was actually getting a lot of my business from. And in doing so, I found that this was a sales pillar I should focus on, and figure out a way to really expand on this particular sales pillar. And I've been concentrating on it for at least the last 4 months, very specifically, and measuring my metrics in it. And from that, I've been seeing huge, huge success. But it really has been kind of a big, big part of it is trying to define clearly what my sales pillars were and focusing on one in particular and understanding how to really build that one. And that's where I'm finding was my success.
So, what made you choose social media? And then maybe you could dive into something tactical that you're doing that somebody, if someone is listening and they said, "Oh, I want to use social media as a strategy for my lead gen sources," you could like share a little bit of your strategy behind that.
Yeah, so I chose social media mostly because of from a time standpoint and a lifestyle standpoint. I did find some of the traditional lead generation activities for real estate were a little more difficult with my particular situation, and that is just having a family and having a busier lifestyle. So being able to sit on the phones for 3 to 4 hours a day was just something I was unable to do. And social media is just something that everyone is on and everyone is using and is at your fingertips, literally every day. So for me, this was a perfect opportunity to be able to do something consistently and to be able to do it to a certain point where I can see, um, the fruits of my labor, so to speak. So for what I did was, uh,
Blocking it.
sorry?
Are you time blocking your use of it?
Yes, yeah. So what I did was I actually built it into my business plan and uh, put it into my calendar, time block times to do it, um, and figured out ways to showcase my value and build my brand and build the rapport building that I was not able to do over the phones through social media. And in doing so, what I'm doing is I'm actually attracting the ideal client and the person that I want to work with who wants to work with me. So it's a very interesting way to do it because I actually save quite a bit of time and now I'm starting clients on a more personal journey from the beginning and sometimes even well before I meet them.
So, can you talk a little bit about how you are, like, what are you doing to engage with people on social, that is actually getting them to reach out to you and to talk to you about real estate?
So what I'm doing is I'm using stories, posts, and scheduling each of those and making them and attracting a very specific niche clientele. So I'm being very specific in what I'm posting and in who I'm trying to post for. So when I talk about the clients I want to work with, these are groups of people that I find I have strong commonalities with and people I feel I can offer true value to, especially in life and as well as in the real estate world. So my particular niches would be first-time home buying families, the special needs community, and the artist community, as well as the hospitality community, as to which I was part of for quite a while. So what I'm doing is I'm creating content specifically for those people to attract them to my page, my business. And then in turn doing that with real estate as well. So finding that kind of balance between both of those content pieces and getting those people attracted to my page and building those little communities and offering them my personality, my value as well through stories and content, and engagement. And I think that's the biggest piece is the engagement part. And once I get the engagement part, then I start putting in the tracking systems and the metrics and the measuring to see who I'm engaging with the most, which content is doing the best, and what I should do to proceed in any direction with any particular person that's engaging with me.
So you're tracking all of your content. So you're tracking all of your posts and evaluating metrics in order to know what to continue to repeat and post.
Yes, absolutely. And it's fantastic because that's half the work. And then social media, Instagram, Facebook does the other half. So the more I post to a certain group of people, the more those people engage with me, and the more social media pushes my content out to them. So we're all just compiling, and it's just, helping each other out. And but a big part of it is metrics, tracking, and consistency. For such a casual platform, it's very easy to kind of do it very almost willy-nilly, but to be able to do it very purposefully, you'll notice a substantial difference in what you're doing.
So another pillar I know that has been helpful in your business is mentorship at North Group. And I was just wondering if you would talk about that for a minute. How has that impacted you and set you up for success?
Oh, the mentorship, I would probably say has been the most redefining part of my business. It's something that I never sought out previously in real estate, and I didn't realize what an effect it would have on my business. A lot of it, especially specifically North Group mentorship, it's from you and from all the other leaders. Um, it's the support and the advice that is there literally 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I have no fear in contacting anyone and and asking a question, which I might think might be dumb, but at the end of the day, it's just it's not having that fear about asking questions. It's being so comfortable with the leaders in our team that I can reach out to any of them about anything in business and sometimes in personal life as well. And they're like the support I get is just unbelievable. And it's really, really, truly helped me define my business, my life, how to better work those two together, and how to be successful in both.
When you were first getting started at North Group in the business, how did mentorship help you define and understand how to set your business up for success? Like with your pipeline and understanding how many people should be there and moving people through the process. What did you learn about that?
I learned that I had no idea about that. I think you come into this business with a general idea of what you need to do or what you should do, and you really truly need that mentorship and that person or those people who have had the experience previous to show you and just teach you how to look at your business and figure out where it is now, where it is you want it to be, and the steps you need to take to get there. And I think that is one of the biggest pieces is I had an idea of what I wanted to do. I thought I was doing the right thing, and I wasn't looking at everything I had done in between. And so the mentorship team really helped me look at those pieces, define them, figure out what I was doing that was attributing and what I was doing that wasn't working, and then understanding how best to plan my business so it's at its most effective.
Just to wrap up, what would you I guess if you had to summarize the culture at North Group, because it's one of those things where I find culture is like one of those things where it's like you can't really explain it, but if you were to try to, unless you're in it, right? But since you're in it and you've experienced, different industries, different, communities, because you're involved in a lot of different things. How would you describe the culture and the impact that it has had on your life or on your business, or what it would mean for other agents?
So the culture at North Group is, I honestly think it sets us so completely apart from anyone in this industry. It is, again, it's so hard to describe because again, you have to be in it, but we are a family to every extent of that word. It is a team of people that support one another. Like I said, 24 hours a day. People are sending messages at 1 a.m., 3 a.m. We're congratulating people in the middle of the night. And it's because we truly care. We truly care about each other's success. We truly care about each other's goals and visions. We care about each other's families. We care about each other's wins and losses, to a point where it doesn't feel like work when we're contacting each other, which is pretty incredible. And it's one of those things that's so rare in any industry. I've always come from a place where I've always told myself I will only work in a job, in an industry, and with people where I truly enjoy working, where I feel I will grow in some respect. And North Group is one of those groups where from the very beginning, I knew right away, I was like, this is a completely different group of people. It's a completely different type of work. And I knew that I was going to be part of this group for a long time. And I knew that I wouldn't want to leave. And I wish I could tell everyone how incredible it is, because it's so wonderful to work with people that have the same goals and values and visions in business and in life together. And it's just it's one of those things where we wake up every day excited to go to work, which is what everyone hopes for.